Are we back?
Yeah.
Am I back? Sorry, I can't see it because it's...
Yeah.
Why didn't you refresh at the interval?
Because
When
I could
say
pick...
zero, they hear me.
I know, but like
What?
I could pee or get a T, not both. I just assumed that a refresh was out of the rules as well. Sorry. Hello, we're back. It's great to see you. So we left off with Jellamiah farting in a bucket during some peak negotiation.
We are very good at this. We should be very proud. We are definitely not about to die.
Definitely.
Oh,
is
no.
a strong word.
Oh no. Yes. This
So
one
yes.
is a good job.
You have been attempting to negotiate with one of the Sunless Sisters on board your ship, who has basically honey badgered her way on, and is stood before you, scrutinizing your costumes and calling you bullshit. Calling your bullshit, even not calling you bullshit. That would be way too aggressive this early on. Oh my god. Excellent. Okay. So as this sunless sister is looking at you, listing your crimes and listening to a fart in a bucket, you just hear a tiny voice go, "Oh no," and the battle narwhal is activated. A horrendous groaning is heard as the already strained and upright tail attempts to pull round again, and this time it gets a little bit further round, but then again it stops. It's not going to make that full curve, that full arc. And as it happens, the Sunless Sister grabs her sidearm and turns towards the source of the noise and like points it up, ready to fire if need be, and then just realizes it's the ship.
Dicky points at it and goes, "See what I mean? That's not normal."
I have no doubt that this is not normal. I'm also saying that what you are doing here right now is a crime. And
Listen,
me be very
is science
clear.
a crime? I didn't lie about being a general man of science. I'm here to do science.
Then why are you dressed like one of my fellow sisters? It's actually kind of... for what I'm going to call a ramshackle attempt at trying to deceive me, it's not bad. It is lacking in detail.
We were just so impressed at how big and shiny you are. You have to, looking like that should be a crime.
Sure. So
you are stylish.
So that we
are
are
very
all...
impressed and have a big crush on you now.
As this happens, and she's just seen sort of the tail curve round, you see her eyebrow arch, and she looks and she thinks back and goes, "Hang on. What is the name of this ship?"
Oh,
welcome to the Narhole.
Yes,
the
Narhole. Yeah.
I'm going to assume you do not own this ship.
Oh, no, I do in fact own this ship, and I can bring you the deed if you would like. I won this in a bet.
Against Lord Gurgi, I imagine.
That is correct, yes. Little sloppily on the exit on that one, but yeah, the ship is mine now, and I can show you the documentation for that anytime you like. I keep it in my laboratory. We don't need to talk about what I call it. It has a private name. I keep it in my laboratory.
Incredible scenes. So Gurgi has, let's say, been careless with his occupation of this ship. If he's allowed what I'm going to call this ramshackle crew to steal it, I am amazed he's still alive. Those are our ships. Gurgi has them on loan. They are part of a fleet of 12. So I'm assuming at least one is missing. Were I to make a call out now and send any of my sisters to Gurgi's abode, I'm assuming they would just find 11 ships, not 12. Am I right?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, sister. I haven't really seen Lord Gurgi since our last interaction. we were pretty messed up that night. This happened at like 4 a.m. I'm going to assume that would be the case, but frankly, Lord Gurgi, he's a lord. Do you really want to be bothering him at a time like this? You will find 11, but he's a good guy. I don't know if you want to be bugging him. You know what I mean?
Gurgi is in servitude to the Sunless Sisters and has been for quite some time. The only reason he has that fleet at all is because of our funding and an agreement we have. Therefore, by all technicalities, you are currently stood on a stolen Sunless Sister ship. Now,
oh, my bad.
This is not good for you. However, this is very good for me.
The bucket farts again.
Is your bucket okay?
The bucket is a new addition. Pay no attention. But perhaps what is good for you can be good for us. We can come to some sort of agreement. We have a farty bucket, and
you do. You do have a farty
I
bucket.
have quite a bit of blood from various places. Not all of it from me.
The Summer Sister takes a look over the side of the ship, back towards the dock where she came from, just to see who else is sort of still there. And her other compadre is still stood there. And she looks down and goes, "Inform the Glass Twins we might have a solution." And with that, the other Sunless Sister sort of snaps her heels and marches off into the bustle and hustle of the spaceport. She turns back to you and goes, "The current charges for your crime are life sentences if we were feeling generous. If I would be well within my rights presently to throw you overboard, each and every one of you now, and there is nothing below you. There are no nets, there are no trampolines, no hijinks, just a very long way down."
oh no,
And
not again.
so here's my proposal. You're going to run a little errand for me and my sisters, and you're going to tell no one of it. In exchange, maintenance to the ship will be performed, and I will let you live. How does that sound?
Maybe clarify the terms under which we would be living other than alive.
How about in one piece?
Listen, I'll take what I can get.
I was about to say, honestly, this sounds great. This sounds like one hell of a solution. Thank you. What should I call you?
You may call me Sister Jadakin.
Sister Jadakin, it's been a pleasure. I look forward to doing a mysterious errand for you and getting to keep my life and my boat and my friends. So let's do this thing.
Excellent. Just so as you're aware, you are probably aware of the Sunless Sisters and the reaches that we have within this space, the next, the one after that, from the Krungus system through to the Bajol Quadrant. We are everywhere. And if you try at any point to deviate from the plan, we will know and we will find you.
Oui, oui, madame.
Panopticon, got it.
Excellent. She marches backwards, throws another look over the side, and if you're looking over as well and just sort of peering through the sort of the balustrade that is holding sort of the ship's side together, you are able to see the same Sunless Sisters that went marching off before is coming back, and this time there are two people behind her. Could you all make me an no, not investigation. What do I want it to be? Let's go with history check, because I want to see if you guys have come across these things before. All roll me a history check, please. Aside from Jelly, can you roll at disadvantage?
Well, I rolled a 3, so I doubt it's going to be lesser than that.
All right, fair.
It's a 3.
It's a 3. Fair enough.
At disadvantage, my lowest roll was a 10.
10.
Wait,
Okay.
Did you need?
Oh no, you don't have
No.
disadvantage. You're fine. It's just Jelly because he's in a bucket.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're
With a
fine.
mop on top of me.
Then it was a
I-
13.
It was okay.
Yeah.
13. Fantastic.
9.
9.
Is
And
is that enough?
Charlie?
It's enough.
It's an egg.
Eggs.
A whole egg.
It's also an animal, so it's fine.
Charlie.
I got 13. I'm assuming I've like run back with some hastily scrambled notes, and I see it's progressed way too far, and just like behind my back, flicked him off the side of the ship.
A recipe for a really good souffle like flutters down into the city below.
It's really good, guys.
It's really good. It requires an earth. But yeah, no. So Charlie, with your background in ecology, you have definitely come across these creatures before. They almost look like octopi in their appearance, but they are humanoid. Their skin ripples with color. Their hair is wild, and they are sort of staring at one another with like an incredible intensity. What they also have all over their bodies are tattoos, silvery tattoos that flicker in the light and almost seem to glow. You notice that they are all over their hands, their arms, but their eyes also, both sets of eyes that they have, are tattooed almost like mirrors with just sort of pinpricks in the center. As they sort of march forward, Sam, you know these to be Rygar. They are a beautiful type of they have beautiful origins, let's say.
Okay.
But they are roughly humanoid, an average humanoid height and size. But the two of them are identical. The way that the color shifts in their skin, the way their tattoos have been done, they are almost clones of one another. Oh, sorry, not octopi, octopuses. Is that right? It feels like it should be octopi if it's multiple, plural. Nah.
It's about language of origin. I think octopus is Greek, but it sounds as though it's from Latin. If it were Latin, the plural would be octopi, but it's...
Excellent. So, octopus.
Isn't octopuses.
Octopus pie. So the Rygar are marching forward alongside the Sunless Sister. Jadakin looks over the side of the ship and goes, "Come on up. It's all clear." And with that, all of them begin to board the ship. As the Rygar come on board, and the closer up you get, you see that even like parts of their hair have been tattooed. Everything is silvery and light. And it is a little unnerving to look at eyes with no pupils, and a little strange to see yourself reflected back. They turn to Jadakin and go, "Okay, the terms of the deal have been set." And they speak as one. It's almost like echoes, but together their mouths move in complete harmony. It's a little unnerving, to say the least. Jadakin looks back and goes, "We have our vessel. This lot will do as we say." The glass twins, as they have been called, sort of nod and begin to look around the ship. And with that, could you all make me a perception check, please?
Oh boy.
Should I do it at a disadvantage?
Yes, please. Still in the bucket.
Still in the book.
Unless you want to come out of the bucket.
Mm-mm.
15.
I'm not a bucket.
I am
got
going
an
to say
11.
11. Okay.
16.
16.
8.
8. Okay. And Dicky?
Oh, 15.
15. Okay. So if you scored above a 12, what you will have seen is one of the Rygar, out of synchronicity with the other, has just palmed something to Jadakin behind her back. Something in a pouch, something small. It could be money, could be currency, could be something, but it's small and concealed. And it's just been palmed off into her hand.
Dicky suspects it's drugs. Dicky assumes
Immediately.
it's drugs.
Dicky's intrigued if it's drugs.
Oh, Dicky is having an amazing time. New weapons he's never seen before. It's a shit day. Dicky's on cloud 9 and stressed.
Excellent. As this happens, Jadakin looks back at you. Goes, I need your names, and I need your next of kin. For each. Let's start with the Tabaxi, with the mop on his head.
I delicately. Mop.
Name and next of kin.
My name is Charlie Teachley, and it depends which way you go, because I guess if my body were to go, then I would defer to the captain, who has literal bodily autonomy over me at that point.
Oh no, this isn't to do with where your body, or in the event of your death, where your ashes would go. Nothing quite like that. If you fail at this task, it will not just be your lives at stake, it will be the next generation of your family.
Okay, good sell. None.
None.
No.
Charlie Snapjaw Teachley. We will be looking that up in the archives. If you are found to have been lying to us, we will know, just so you're aware. Next, the captain. She sort of questions as she looks at Dicky.
You know, I think it's the voice that indicates that I'm the captain. It's inspires that sort of. Anyway, I don't need to talk about my voice. I just like hearing it. Anyway,
that is true.
So first of all, yes, thank you, Tee Bee. Tee Bee's so supportive.
I'm always here for you.
I love her to death. First of all, my name is Richard St.Germain, but I like to go by Dicky for short.
Richard St.Germain.
Yes, I'm an ancient man. I was born thousands of years ago.
Oh, like 1800s?
Even earlier than 1800s, but the 1800s were fun. I can tell you that much. I got up to some weird stuff.
Oh.
Anyway, so when it comes to my next of kin, we're going to run into 3 problems. Number 1, most of my family died in the 1700s. Number 2, I cannot have children. So that's a thing with next of kin. And number 3, I'm an ancient man. I've seen many things. I've had many lovers. I've been married a lot. So when it comes to my ex-wives, my ex-husbands, my ex-spouses, good luck. But there are a lot. Even your records are gonna stress you out. I'm just trying to warn you. You said I just want to let you know what you're getting into on that one. All right.
So as you say, Germain, she flicks a look to the glass twins, and you can see the eyes in their sockets shift and look back, and then go, interesting. Autonome.
Hello, my name is Tee Bee Dee, but you can call me Tee Bee.
Do you not have a designation number?
No, it was never assigned one to me because, well, you see, I was built as a gift for my creator's wife, but I guess she didn't really like.
Who is your
gifts.
creator?
Emon Tusk. None of us can hear.
Huh.
You may have heard of him. He was quite prolific. And so, yes, I was a gift for Samira, but I guess I wasn't good enough because she never named me and gave me a number. And yeah, so I guess return me to them if you need kin.
Emon Tusk and Samira Tusk, correct?
Or is it correct? Oui.
Again, you see her eyes flick back and forth to the glass twins, and the glass twins are again almost stoic, but you see something in the facade just crack a little bit. There is intrigue here. And finally, the Sunless Sister, after taking that name down, looks to the bucket. Farting bucket. Your name, next of kin.
Jelly is like shaking in the bucket, so the bucket is just like rattling, and he just farts and like splouges out and says, hi. I didn't know that you knew that I was in there.
I'm going to say your flatulence gave it away.
Sorry, I get
If
nervous.
not the sound, then definitely the smell.
I get nervous when Dicky speaks more than he should. My name is Jellamiah S. Lyme. I have no next of kin. In fact, I think I'm the last one of my kind.
Lyme, you say?
Yeah.
Lyme.
Yes.
Any potential relation to Dr. Susanna S. Lyme?
Yes, that was my master. Yes.
There is a final look between the Sunless Sister and the Glass Twins. She goes, "You will wait here, and you will not move." And she very quickly just takes the Glass Twins into a corner and just begins, like, you can see that her movements are frantic. And they don't quite make sense, but the Glass Twins are stoic. Just they're not moving at all. They're giving nothing away. Is there anything anybody would like to do during this time? Would you like to move? Dare you?
It's really an arresting scene. Like, I feel quite tense doing anything.
I know.
Tee Bee is just singing under her breath. Sister Jadakin, she is tall and strong, and she is great. She might take bribes, but now owns our fate.
And Dicky is gonna sort of like a Jelly and be like, Jelly, I noticed you were nervous. I was nervous too. Is there anything I can do to make you feel better, good buddy?
Jelly just lets out like a really, really long, high-pitched fart. Like,
Sounds like the beginning of the Benny Hill theme.
Dicky puts his hands in his pockets and just kind of like awkwardly stares at the ground, like, okay.
So the Sunless Sister, Jada King, comes back and, looking a little bit more stead in her resolve, looks at each of you and goes, "You will undertake this mission for us. You are also going to be under the protection of the Sunless Sisters while you do so. Any deviation, and you have given me more than enough information to make not only your lives, but the lives of anybody that you consider dear, a living hell."
You mentioned deviation. How about repetition or... This joke died because I forgot the last one.
I respect the game. Yeah.
Any deviation, any repetition, any moving off course, any attempting to go under the radar, any disappearing, anything that we cannot track, and we will be able to track you, that you decide to do, have the general idea of attempting, will not be part of our negotiation. You break this, you break the deal, and I will find you. So, our maintenance crews will be able to have your ship up and running in the next hour. It's mainly artificial damage, I want to say. Your tail stem of this battle narwhal formation needs a new calic, I would say. Yeah, around an hour. If we get our top mechanics on it. You will stay on board the ship during this process. and you will not leave without my say-so. Are we understood?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Oui, madame.
Jelly, still with the mop in his head, just says, understood.
Excellent. You will be using the light link system controlled by the Sunless Sisters here on Hakatha to get to the Krungus system. There, you will find for us a very specific item, a small carved stone. I will give you more details when I return, but I need you to tell me if you have any specific requests for this journey, any supplies that you may need. It is a long interstellar travel. Let me check my map here. From realm space to the Krungus system. Yes.
Look at that map.
You will need to go through Revenant space. The other light link systems are controlled by the Cabal and they will not allow us passage. You will need to go to Revenant space and then from Revenant space make it through to the Krungus system. Somehow. That is up to you.
He holds up a little remnants of the shattered disco ball from earlier and going, well, if we broke our disco ball, could we have another one?
She looks into your little face and goes, I will get you a new disco ball.
Oh my god, thank you. And is there anything for the Drake?
The
Very good
Drake?
point. Charlie runs off, like, goes to the back, like, and we go to a room where Charlie is positioned Drakey Jake as on like a little wooden pedestal to be like a stuffed animal. He's like, you've held it really well. You've held it really well. It's okay. Calm down now. Calm down. Okay. Yeah, okay. Good boy. Good boy.
And so he comes out with you as you go back onto the deck, or are you just staying there?
No, he's coming back out and he's just there like, it's new people. It's fine. It's new people. He's all right. He's fine. He's fine. Come on, Drakey. It's all right. She's very scary. Yes, I know. That kind of scary. On we go.
By the Emperor. What? I'm done asking questions. You will perform this task for us. We will fix your ship. And I expect to hear back from you. I expect you to be back on Hakatha in no less than 300 days. Do I make myself clear?
In no less?
No less than 300 days.
No more, no less. So it has to be on the 300th day. Exactly.
Wait, hang on.
And
Doing maths.
technically-
Give me a second. I'm doing maths. Hang on. Guys, I've done maths here and my maths is wrong. No, sorry, yes, you are completely correct. No more. No, fuck my life.
I don't know why I said anything. We could have been gone.
All right. No more than 500 days. You have a 500-day limit on this. It should, according to the last estimates, should take you no more than 200 days to reach Revenant space. It is then another 80-day journey around that to reach the Krungus system.
I have a question, Miss Scary Captain Ma'am Commander.
Yes.
So does that also account for the time that we have to dock on different planets to refresh our air bubble?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It is a straight shot from here to the Revenant space system, and then from the Revenant space system down to the Krungus system is another stop. You will only need to stop off in the Revenant space system. As you are aware, in the Astral Sea, you do not need to eat or breathe to maintain yourself. Only your ship requires maintenance during that time. So,
Sure, yeah. Can we get your number in case we need to call you, give you updates, any sort of just needs we might have to hear your voice?
do any of your magic users, and I'm assuming there's magic users, otherwise it would be very weird as to how you got here, have sending?
Oh, I am sending.
Mm.
I don't know why I said it like that. I'm sorry. It's been a bad day. It's been a bad day. I feel a lot.
Well, that is how you will be contacting me then. And that should go through. Providing we are on the same plane, that will all go through. You feel
Alright,
free to
thank
send
you.
me updates as and when, but if you are not back here on the 500th day, you're not back here on the 500th day. I think that's yeah, no, I need to amend them out. But yeah, we'll go with 500 days. 500 days it is. And with that, she sort of turns on her heel and looks at the glass twins, and the glass twins begin to disembark, looking at each of you very closely as they do, and moving and leaving. And she sort of goes as well. And as she departs, a host of people begin to come up to the ship, and maintenance crews with giant buckets and like carrying large beams and saws and all kinds of tools. Spellcasters are up on the ship as well, pulling everything together magically, fixing all of the surface repairs, and then heading up into the stem of the battle narwhal and beginning to fix the Kellic. It's all happening really fast. These guys are very efficient. It's almost like the most well-oiled machine you've ever seen. But you also notice that all of them are very dead behind the eyes. There is a zombie-like quality to each and every one of them. A little more zombie-like than what Jada Kin. Like, she was almost emotionless, but cracked and showed interest. These guys, there's nothing there. It's almost like they're robots. Something about this. They begin to fix and ensure that somebody hands Tee Bee Dee a disco ball at some point.
Yeah.
And gives that to you.
Thank you.
Supplies such as seltzer water are boarded onto the ship. Food for many, many months, if not years, it feels like, are packed into the cargo deck. This is all happening around you. Is there anything you want to do while this is being done to your ship?
I would like to. Oh, go ahead.
No. I said a thing without thinking, so I had no thoughts, only noise. You first.
I would like to kind of like follow some of these people into where the Kellic is located and just make sure that they're doing the right job and that they're not like sabotaging the ship. So just kind of like supervising.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you do, it's almost like you're not there. They're just getting on with it. And if ever sort of like you're in their way, they just move around you. They're never surprised, never startled. They work mechanically. At some point, while you are observing them fix the Kellic, they all stop at the same time. They reach into the pockets that they have sort of within their overalls, I'll say, that they are wearing, and pull out a very white, milky-looking liquid, and just very unceremoniously, they just pull it up to their neck, stab it in via a syringe, and then just get back to work. It's
that's
ominously clockwork, and the way they're doing it gives you a bad feeling. But assuming nobody else wants to do anything, the ship is fixed within a matter of hours. You watch it and they say nothing during this time. After that, they, without a word, disembark. Their job is done.
Can I? Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna see like how much can we requisition off them, like health potions, additional medical supplies, like everything. I'm just like basically just going up to whoever seems to be quartermaster on the dock hand and basically just handing loads of requisition forms to just get loads of stuff for the ship. I don't know what the ship needs. I'm just making lots of requests and seeing what we get.
Whatever you ask of one of the workers, is there like warning? If you sort of get in front of them and go, health potions. You see them sort of like stop, turn around, leave, go off, and come back with like the health potions specifically. They come back with a crate of 6 and stow that aboard the ship. What else would you?
Can I roll for sleight of hand and try to take the empty syringe from one of the workers?
Yes, absolutely. Go for it.
God.
I'm going to say this is a difficulty rating of like 15.
Okay.
If it's an empty syringe, yeah. So 15 or higher.
I got a 20.
Ah,
Nice,
like a
close.
goddamn pro. Seamlessly and without anyone noticing, you slip a hand into one of the pockets of one of the people that you are watching over, and just take it out very, very slow, like sly, like they don't see anything. They don't stop, and if they have noticed, they make no show of it. You now have an empty
Okay.
syringe.
Congratulations.
I immediately go up to Dicky and I say,
Can you do some research upon this syringe and had the white liquid that they injected into their necks and it made them work like zombies?
Oh, absolutely. Thank you, Jelly. That sounds like a lot. Am I familiar with whatever the white liquid in the syringe was?
Roll me a history check.
Sure. Emily, the player, has an idea, but I don't know about Dicky. Not one. I mean,
No! You're pretty certain that this is just like it's like Red Bull in a can, but like in a syringe. It's just a pick me up. You've been partying for a long time. This is just some happy juice. This is just go juice.
Listen, Jelly, I trust your judgment, so I'm gonna do some tests on it in the Dicky Dome. But I will tell you from an initial look-see here, this looks like the sort of thing that at a party, you know, you've had a few drinks, you want to get a little weird, you're like, why not? Let's just go for it without really, you know what I mean? It seems like it's probably just caffeine in a syringe, something like that, you know.
you just see Dicky's ping pong balls go.
Amazing.
Dicky goes, Jelly, can I give you a little pat? Can I hug you?
Yeah, sure, Captain. What do you need?
just bring it in. It was a
Okay.
lot. And he hugs Jelly and he's like, Jelly, you are my longest friend, my closest friend. And I'm so glad you're here.
I appreciate you too, Captain. Okay, see you later.
Okay.
Beautiful. Does anybody want to do anything else?
Tee Bee has been trying to get these workers to join her in some sort
Aw.
of mass rendition.
Oh, baby, no.
And it's not been going well.
It's got a very, mommy, look at me. I can do it. Look, watch me go. Quality to it as you are performing your little heart out, and they're nothing, no recognition or anything. They glide right on past.
It's a familiar feeling.
So as these sort of hours pass and maintenance comes up, and the battle narwhal is basically back up and like new. If anything, it's kind of in better shape than when you stole it from Gurgi. And so with that, you are ready to depart.
Before we leave,
Mhm.
I pull aside one of the workers and say,
Do you have any legendary weapons that we might be needing for this?
This is
guys-
how it works.
These guys are emotionless, but you see this one just like eyes roll back into the head. Just walks past you.
All right. Take care. Say hi to Susan for me.
Amazing.
I tried. I mean,
I love that. I tried.
Hey, the DM gives you you get to ask for anything thing. Yeah, you can go ask for the legendary weapons.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why fucking not? It's a genie lamp for it.
Yeah,
So-
You never
have
know.
this.
So with that, you have your destination, and you have the ability to use the light link system. Now, because astral travel is hard at this point. You can travel as a singular person in space, as Charlie was doing, with a single heading in mind, and you can float in that direction, and it takes forever. But if you spend too much time in space, you go a little bit mad. With the light links, they work almost like lasers between planets, and spelljammers can attune to them. And with that, they have a direct heading, and they know exactly which course they're going to be on. There's no guesswork, as BB was before, like 10 million miles out, 8 million miles out, but you guys were fairly close to realm space, so that wasn't going to be much of an issue. But if you are traveling hundreds of days and are missing the ability to know exactly where you are going, then the likelihood that you would get lost is very high. Add craziness on top of that, the risk is even higher. So these light link systems enable you to stay on course. They track and calibrate to each different system as it rotates and moves around through space, because nothing stays still forever. And so you now have access to the light links that the Sunless Sisters control in that regard. BB sticks his head out from behind the helm, looking a little scared. His big holographic eyes sort of like are wide. And he just goes, "Are they gone? Are they gone?"
Yeah, I think it's safe to come out, BB. You're fine.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought something bad was gonna happen. And then he just donks down the stairs again. Just oh, my spatial awareness is not what it used to be.
What did it used to be?
Back up. With that, Captain, what are your orders?
We're going to the place for the thing. It's and he turns to the glass twins and says, you all know the details, right? We're kind of the middlemen on this, right?
The glass twins look at you with unseeing eyes, and their mouths move in unison as they say, "You will get for us a stone receptacle from the Krungus system. Have you heard of that place before?"
I've heard of a big chungus, but not a krungus.
I have been to the Krampus system, but it was all a bit scary.
Come on, any more bits for this bit?
The Krungus system has 3 suns, 1 planet, no night, no stars. The planet at its center is called Gekeli. Its inhabitants are of Githyanki origin. If you tell them that the glass twins sent you, when you dock, they will know. They will know what you are there for. They will know what you need.
All right,
will-
baby, you heard the scary jelly creatures. Well, I'm a scary jelly creature, more like the skelly octopi. You need to go to the Kronkus system.
If, by chance, you don't know Gekeli, do you? You don't know what goes on there. Have any of you ever visited?
I do not believe so. I believe I flitted by once.
History
but,
check from everybody, please.
No.
13.
13?
I got a 22.
Oh! Dicky on the history.
I have a +5,
Dicky's,
and I still rolled an 8.
16.
16. All right. It was a 20, so that difficulty rating made sense because it's quite far out. But Dicky, being as old and having traveled as much as you have heard of planet Gekeli, and you have heard of the Krungus system. The Krungus system is avoided. It is one of the only places. Suffice to say, what you've never visited, but you've heard of it, and what you have heard is that they call it the Lich Farm. There is something about this planet involved in the creation and making of liches. And that's not a good thing. But that's all you know.
Fascinating.
Excellent. And And so, as the Glass Twins say, have you heard of it? Have you been?
Well, there was this 53rd bachelor party of mine where my buddy Kyle was like, we should go there. I hear the strip clubs are insane. And I gotta say, my whole necromancy kick that I have had my whole life, like, you know, that I dropped off it for a second, so I was like, no, maybe not. But honestly, its reputation precedes itself, so I don't know why I dipped into a different character there.
Was that Tyler making a comeback?
It was Tyler.
Yeah, I'm like, I took
so
a
at the time I was on a sabbatical, and you know, no, I haven't been, but I'm familiar with the Lich Farm situation. It's not an ideal place for a bachelor party, so you know, I didn't make it there.
I guess it depends on what you're into.
Is your friend still alive after it?
Oh, Kyle? You mean Kyle?
Yeah, your friend Kyle.
Oh man, no, I'm afraid not. Kyle died of old age somehow. But yeah, honestly, I didn't think he was gonna make it past 30. He got into some shenanigans. Yeah, he also, a lot of liches were after him. I'll just put it that way. We'll leave it there. We don't need to talk about Kyle.
I bet
All
you
right.
I'm surprised. Oh, we are surprised. He made it out alive. That's rare.
And we will do it again because Dicky is strong and great and we are a great team. Yes, Pussycat?
Incredible.
I'm just staring at Drakey Jack. I feel like we've made a mistake.
Once you reach the Krungus system, make contact with Sister Jadakin. We will give you further instructions from there.
Alrighty, Ruby. Is the route set to the Krungus system?
Krungus system. And with that, the Glass Twins depart. Sister Jadakin nods and leaves as well. And yeah, that is their part in this dark dealing over. And as you watch them leave, you see like the Glass Twins that have gotten down first almost disappear into the crowd. And as the Sunless Sister goes down, she makes sort of a very big show of her being there, but not directly associated to the twins, who are just almost nowhere to be seen now. They've just disappeared. And with that, the ship is ready to go. BB is looking up at the captain, like, "You want to go? We're gonna go on an adventure."
Oh, you heard no, we're going.
And with that, they bounce back up the stairs and then roll into the little divot of the spelljamming helm that's been made for them. Leaving processes are starting. Everybody, hold on to your butts. And with that, he maneuvers the ship away from the port and up into the atmosphere of Hecatha. And once again, you can see this great white disk and this one singular spire in the distance. And as something in BB begins to sort of whistle and whiz, he goes, "Oh, I don't like this. I don't like it. I don't like. Oh. Captain, Captain, I can say with 100% accuracy, I know exactly where we are going." Oh, this is nice. We should do this all the time. I like the light links. I like them a lot. The ship does like a 180 and it feels like the course is set. And BB cheeses it. The inertia hits and you see the stars above you race. It's almost like you've been like in a snowstorm and you see them all pulling forward. It's beautiful.
We've gone plaid.
You're on your way. It's about an hour into your journey. How's everyone doing? What's everyone doing at this point?
Well, Dicky is sort of just like decompressing and writing in his journal and he's got a journal with a quill because of course he does. Just like, dear diary, today was great. I talked about my best friend Kyle. I hugged my new best friend Jelly. It's a lot of stuff like that. And then once he sort of like closes it and just like gives it a satisfied nod, goes to check on our tabaxi friend Charlie, to see if Charlie wants to take a look at the lab and do science together, since Charlie is an ecologist and Dicky does whatever Dicky does.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see what's on the slab.
Tee Bee Dee and Jelly, whereabouts are you guys? What are you doing?
Tee Bee Dee has pulled together a bunch of like the soft materials around the ship into the engine room where it's nice and warm, and made like a big bed for the Drake.
Aww.
And is puttering around trying to find the Drake so she can go and show him his new bed.
That's very
singing
sweet.
little songs. We are family.
Jellamiah.
Jelly is going around precisely like all of the like looking around the ship and all of the repairs that were made, and he's just like telling himself, ugh, they fucked up the paint job. I have to get it fixed now. This color's not right. It looks completely different from the rest. I mean, this is C1 and not C2. Like, how can we not like tell the difference between the two? Oh my god. Bob would have done a better job.
Bob would have done a better job. Why isn't Bob here when you need him?
Bob maintenance.
Bob is that mechanic that goes, you took it to another mechanic, I've got to undo what the other mechanic did to fix it in the first place.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
As you are comparing paint swatches, a bright red alarm blares across the ship. Everyone, no matter what room you are in, you all hear this. It is loud and it is bright and it flashes repeatedly. And you just hear BB's voice over a sort of tannoy going, "Incoming ship in battle formation! Everyone to the deck! This is not a drill! This is not a drill!"
Oh fuck. That was me as a player, not the character. Jelly just like gets on a ballista, like on the left side of the ship.
So you're like running up
Yeah.
running up and onto the top deck from where you were. How's everyone else acting? Where they're going? So Jelly's on one of the ballista fins at the front.
Dicky gets just this excited look on his face, turns to Charlie and goes, "Let's go!" and just sprints toward the captain's chair.
I'm following. I'm like, I picked the wrong drink to quit smoking.
Tee Bee?
So on one, is it one of like the two smaller guns, or is that on like the
smaller
big
guns
cannon
at the front? The big cannon itself can be fired from the captain's jack.
Okay, then Tee Bee goes and runs and goes into the other gun.
Okay, everybody is ready. Everyone is set. BB from the helm. It looks at everyone and goes, "Enemy approaching 12 o'clock." There is in front of you, as you can see, about, I would say, a league away, a ship of some variety. It's a little hard to make out at this point. It seems to be coming up fast, whatever it is. And BB's obviously sensed that they are racing towards you. So this isn't like a friendly hello or a flyby. This is a genuine attack. Could everybody roll me initiatives, please?
Oh
Yes.
no.
Roll one for the ship as well. Okay.
Good.
Oh, I got a 4.
Okay.
13.
4, 13.
13.
Okay.
On all my good stats, I've rolled really low, so I got an 8. on my
Lovely.
initiative.
The ship begins to close in. It's coming in. You think maybe, just maybe, it'll slow down, it'll stop. It's coming in faster and faster and faster. You've got your fingers on the triggers of the ballista. Dicky, you have a nice big red button and like a joystick next to you that allows you to control the direction of the cannon of the battle narwhal. It's coming in fast. All of a sudden, you hear a tone. And then you wake up. You don't really know how much time has passed, but you are all stood on the deck, the lower deck of the ship. You're all looking at one another. Jelly, you seem to have some sort of darker yellow liquid mixed in with your neon yellow liquid. Tee Bee is also covered in some sort of weird yellow liquid that doesn't look like jellies. Charlie is has got a dagger in one hand and is tense as all hell. And Dicky looks like he's about to faint. And on the ground before you, on the deck, there is a body. And they are dead. Charlie, you recognize this person. You know it immediately. They appear to be a mind flayer. They have long tentacles. They are wearing a leather hat. They seem scragged and thin. They've been clearly out and about for a while. This is Humboldt. And that's where we're ending today's stream. So yeah. I would like to say thank you very much to all of our incredible players, and thank you for sticking with us as late as we have gone. I'm really sorry about all of the tech stuff at the beginning. But yeah, hopefully you guys really enjoyed it. I know I had a load of fun. What did you guys think?
It was amazing.
That's incredible.
Very happy. Well, tune in next week at 7 p.m. We will be doing this again. Murder, but in space. Does anybody have socials for things and people to plug and all of that jazz? Do it now. Starting with Charlie, aka Sam.
We do a podcast. It's on projectheadphones.com. Go there. We've got lots of cool stuff. Jess is there a lot.
Emily, go for it.
I'm I Want It That Gray on Twitter, and be excellent to each other and party on, dudes.
Party on, Wayne.
Party on, Wayne. Sasha, where can we find your stuff?
The same places. Dear Lady Disdain, spelled like the animal because the other one was already taken. It is a fun mix of Shakespeare and fauna. Otherwise, yeah, just plug in maybe Nacho's channel over this way.
Oh, hey Nacho, where can we find
good
you?
call.
Hi, my name's Nacho. I do streaming on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 5 p.m. EST. And my @ is Nacho Sunflower on Twitch and
Yes, you are.
Nacho_Sunflower on TikTok and Twitter and Instagram. So
nice. You can find this dickhead over on Twitter while it still remains active, I guess, at Dr. Bees. Dr. Bees. Find me on Instagram at Jewell, because fuck having the same username for everything. That would be too easy. You can follow Questing Time at Questing Time on most stuff, or at Questing Time Comedy. You can find links to a bunch of stuff that Paul Foxcroft, who owns this channel and who is literally sat like over there. He's like here, and he has done all of the overlays and the intro and the trailer and everything for this stream. He has been sat here. He did all of the tech difficulty before. I fucking adore him. Yeah, so for one final time, all hail Paul Foxcroft.
all hail.
And yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. It means a lot. What's this? Oh, we're gonna raid. We're gonna raid people.
Let's go.
Yay! Let's do it.
Oh my god, yes, and we are hashtagging a member of the last Breaking Door campaign. Hashtag kiss bets, hashtag piss bets. So stay on if you want to say hi to him. He's a fucking babe. But yeah, go over, tell him Question Time sent you, and do that by the way of calling him piss bets. We will see you here same time next week. You're all delightful. I love you. Trans women are women. Fuck all racism. If you don't agree with that, get out of here. Fuck off.
Nice.
We love you so much. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.